hello my lovelies. Right, usual story. Let's get you up on the laptop. So if you don't know, I am Wendy. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and known as Woo's Creations on YouTube and Facebook. Tonight we're going to be playing with the gnomes and not the stamp set. I might use a sentiment from it, but I've been fussy cutting some pieces from the DSP. And there's some pretty small pieces in there, I would just like to say. But we're going to create like a pop-up scene card. The trees, I've got these two. Well, they come as one of each. These are from the... Hang on, let me just get the die sets out so I can show you. This one is the snowman dies. This one and this one I've cut out. Then we've also used the gnomes, obviously, because on the gnome DSP, this die and this die will cut out the gnomes on it, and the gnome house will cut out as well with the die. So that's really handy to know. And I did cut out some smaller pieces. And then I've also used tree lot dies just to cut out the two smaller trees, because I don't think I need a big one. I may need more bits, but I don't know yet, so we're just going to go with the flow at the moment. I've then, as you can see underneath, I've got a gnome house, and I've got a little house here somewhere too, and some little tiny teeny people. Right, let's have a look. Sorry, my laptop was being very slow. So, hello, my love. Oh, we forgot to mute it. That's not good, is it? Okay. So. Okay. Get back with it now. There we are. Right. So we have lots of bits and pieces there. So then I will be putting the dimensions on again because I think this. Oh, why is my laptop being a silly Doris again? I'm hoping that my phone is fine. My laptop is not. I do have the pool party ribbon as well, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use that yet, but we'll see. So then I've got the basic border dies, and I've already taken out the clouds, and I'm going to use this one for hills, as you do. So you're going to need... I think it took me 3 sheets of cardstock, but I bet you any money you lot could do it with 2. But because I was rushing, you know. This is my rainbow book with my measurements in, so I can give you all the measurements afterwards. So we have a front panel, and then we have 4 panels here, which we will be trimming the tops of, except for the front one. So there we go. Right, so we'll come back to those in just a second, because I'm just going to say hello to everybody. Let me just have a look, because there's a few of you here. Hi Louise, hi Joanne, Valerie, Claire, and Mom. Hi. Right, so what I'm going to do is, this one is the very back panel, and it's going to be my sky. So all I'm going to do is nip off to the side now, and I'm going to cut clouds across the top, just like that. I've got my die cutting machine ready. I'm hoping I've got enough room to wind it, because, you know, messy desk and all that kind of thing. Usual story for me. The only thing is with this one is normally I like to put the die into my... I'll show you. Excuse my very battered boards. I normally like to put them so they go that way, because they cut much better that way, but obviously because my cardstock is that shape, I can't do that. So I'm just going to get my snips, and then I'm just going to angle. I haven't demoed this card, so we're just going with the flow of this one. I've just kind of seen sort of a style I like on Pinterest, and I've tried to copy it. Hi Anne! Hi Ruth! So, with all my pieces, I will give you all the dimensions of this. It will fit in an A5 envelope once folded. There's a child coming, I can hear it. What I did was I cut a piece of A4 into to 16 centimetres, and I scored 1 centimetre both sides so that I didn't have to score each individual piece of cardstock. And then cut my cloud at the top. Then we're going to go to these. That's the front panel, so that doesn't need to be cut, but the tops of these ones do. Now these ones I think I can get in sideways, or can I? Probably not that one. Can I? I don't know. I doubt it. Let's have a look. No, it's not going to like it. It's going to scrumple up my paper. So I want to create a bit of a hill going one way. So I'm going to do this one like that. I'm hoping this works. You know, kind of winging it a bit. As I do. Okay. And you know, I love gnomes. I've even got my gnome t-shirt on today. Because I did have a pair of dungarees on, but it was too hard for dungarees. So again, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to angle the ends. Obviously that one doesn't really need that much angling because it's already there. So that one is going that way. So the next one I do is going to be going that way. So this one, that way, will be angled the other way. Is that right? Yeah, see, brain's not working. Nothing unusual there. So we're going to put it like that. And pop that through. Oh, takes a bit longer that way. I have to go the full length of the piece of paper. Right, so that's that one. Trimming off again. If we do this and it doesn't work, you can just blame me. And then this one, I think I'm just going to go straight across the middle. So then we have our 3 panels all nice and trimmed. Oh, cut a bit much off there. So that's going to be the back. That will be the next layer. And then that will be 3rd layer. Is that right? Did I? Oh, I don't know. I think we've done it right. Caden's just come and shut the door for me. Oh my goodness, -2, Anne. Oh my goodness. Hi, Shaz. Right. Okay, so it's quite an epic card. It's bigger than I thought it was going to. Oh, sorry, forgot to turn my sound off. There we go. Sound's off. Okay, I'm just going to pop these dies back in the box because you know me, I'll just lose them. So that's going to go there. I can't believe how much I use these a lot. So we're now going to decide whether we're going to put DSP on here on these, or we're going to just do a little bit of blend in, I think. So my plan was that I was going to have, doesn't matter how much of the house we see, because let's just empty everything out, shall we? Let's just move our trees to there a minute. I have a lot of trees. I did do a lot of fussy cutting. Can you see all my little bits? I've got little tiny foxes. Oh, excuse my nails. This one and this one, literally not long before I came live, I was just putting some washing out. All I was doing was hanging washing out. No, it wasn't just now, was it? Because it's later. But just before we had tea, I put a few just to air outside. And I was hanging clothes out and twang, my nails flew off. Typical. So I was going to put a couple of gnomes, but I wasn't sure if I was going to get them both on here or whether I should put the house behind there. Just have the two gnomes on the front, because we could put the sentiment here then, just on there. And then I've got a lot of mushrooms and a lot of trees, and I've got some little gnomes here that we could just dot around. And some trees and... oh, fox is trying to run away. And I'm not trying to get it to scale or anything, you know, because it's not likely to happen, seeing as I'm in charge. Because I'm not very good at that kind of thing. So we could have, you know, a deer there and some mushrooms. I do think I'm going to have to blend some colour onto the background, possibly. I've got these, which I want to do a little bit of blending on just to make them sort of match everything else. But these are the dies with the gnomes, because I haven't got the tree slice one. Ruth, you used it last night. I can't remember what it's called. Hi, Denise. Oh, welcome, Denise. You are all very welcome. I hope you enjoy it. I'm a bit higgledy-piggledy most of the time. But these are the dies from the gnomes, which is similar to the stamps in the other one. So I wonder if they would actually match. They might do. Right, then we've got some trees and things, which I'm thinking of putting behind where the gnomes are. Like this. Possibly, maybe, you know. Oh, sorry, car's outside. Popping. Now the paper I've used for this is it's from the, I think it's Rings of Love paper. Hold on, hold that thought. I'm sure it is. Is it that one? Yes, it's from the Rings of Love DSP. So the gnomes, no, not the gnomes, the Rings of Love DSP is part of the Celebration. So then I was thinking I could make them look a little bit smaller by putting them a bit further down. Like so. Like this. Okay, so we're getting the gist now. So if I just move everybody off, we need to do some blending. So this one, I am going to grab my blue and see what colour's on it. But I only literally just want just a slight touch of colour at the top, not much. And I do have my, where is my, there it is. Right, so if I put that there, just do a little bit of blending there, move it over a little bit, do that bit. So we have a bit of clouds. But you don't have to do it very much because it shows up really well. Oh look, we smudged, so we're definitely going to cover that with a tree. Okay, let's put that back in there. So, I wonder if we need to colour all the pieces and then we will assemble. Oh, do you know what, Cheryl Sawyer? I agree. Welcome, Cheryl. How are you? Yeah, I just absolutely adore them. I love gnomes anyway, hence why I've got a gnome t-shirt on today. Right, so this one I'm going to do, I think is it darker green? The further away you are, the darker green it is. So we're going to grab garden green, because I don't want to change. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to get mint macaron. No, we're not going to slang that word. Right, so that one was, this one's green. Well, it hasn't got much on it, so should be okay. So we're just going to put a bit of green on. I'm hoping you can see this because I'm not very good with this watching the camera thing. These, Claire, sorry, yes, Claire says, did I miss what you said? Are these stamped or cut from paper? These are cut from the Gnomes DSP. And I have another pack of that paper coming because I can see I'm going to use it a lot. So let me just, and because I've made them all the same height, made sure that they've all gone right down to the bottom, I can see where I need to add a bit more colour. So I need a bit more green over here. Like so. Then we can put that on there and just check it again. Perfect. Don't worry about the edges because they're going to be folded over and glued. Then we have this one. Why does that look like it's wrong? No. I thought I'd done them opposite ways. Could put that one that way actually. No, that is right. Oh dear. It's been a long day already. Hasn't really. I haven't really done very much today really because I wasn't feeling very well. I'm feeling okay at the moment. I've not long had medicine. I think you need the paper, Claire. I really do. So now I'm going to use a different green for this one. So I'm going to change brushes because I do have two green ones because I use green a lot. And I'm going to change to Granny Apple. But doing it subtly because I don't want it to be a stark contrast to my, because everything I've cut out is like a watercolor effect colouring, so I don't want it to be. So I'm getting a line anyway where my let's just put that on there. So a little tiny bit further down this side, like so. Right, and then this panel then we can go to, what colour shall we go to now? What about Parakeet Party, if I can find the, is that the right one? Yes. Excuse my, I have actually ordered the full-sizing pads. Along with, it was in picking for quite a long time, I'd just like to say. There we go, right. So, and then the front panel will cover to there. So that's actually okay. So a little bit darker, I think, because Parakeet Party. So you can just see that one's Granny Apple, and I used to think Granny Apple was quite bright, but you can see the difference. Well, I hope you can see the difference on there. So we've got 3 different shades of green for my mountains or hills. I think it's like Gnome Hills. I've decided like Gnome Hills sounds good to me. And then for the front panel, I'm wondering whether to put a little bit of DSP on there. We'll decide that after, but we'll start decorating these. I'm not going to glue them down until, I'm just wondering whether we should stick them all together. And then, right, there's theory in my madness. Just bear with. So I'm going to fold and burnish all of these. I'm just going to get my bone folder out. So I'm going to fold and burnish each side. I've been mad making teacher presents. And then I realised I haven't done any of our teachers yet. So I've got to do them over the next few days. But I've done a few already, so I know what I'm doing, so it's fine. I can just whip up some more. Oh, you're so welcome, Laura. I'm glad they liked them. Right, okay. Right, so that is the... No, Wendy, that's the wrong way. Sorry, the back... The, the back one needs to go forward. So, these are going to go on here like this. See, now that's going to go at the front. And then these are going to be attached. Oh, I've done them all the wrong way because I need to put them that way. Oh, dear. Sorry, it's the first time I've made one of these. So, you know. Yeah, that's right. So, backwards. So, does that one need to go? Let me just trim that off because I missed it. So, sorry, right. So, you're going to be folding them towards you. So your front panel will fold backwards, but all your other panels will fold forward. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use liquid glue for this because it gives you a little bit of wiggle room. Sorry, I need a drink, otherwise I'm going to start coughing. So this is panel number 1. So bit of glue there. And then I'm just going to pop it against there. Try and make sure it's straight. Like that. Then I'm going to get panel number 2. Not too much glue. Actually, it doesn't need... Okay, I can see, yeah, I don't need it to be... I don't need this bit up here, do I? So I think what I'll do is I'll trim it like that. Oh, I did a very shoddy job of doing that then. Let's try again, shall we? That's better. So basically you only really need to glue the first 3 centimetres of your card. So card number 3, sorry, layer number 3 is going to have that amount of glue on it. So I'm going to pop that there, make sure it's straight. Although it doesn't look too bad on the side like that, does it? Maybe if I just make it line up with the one before it, that would look quite... We're going to suck it and see, and then when I've made all my dimensions right, I'll tell you what you need to do with it. And then we have the last panel. I think I need to put a bit of glue there. I've missed a bit. I don't want it to be falling apart. Like that. Hi, Linda! I have to keep checking because I'm renowned for making things wrong. So, and then the last one is going to go there. So just trying to make sure they're nice and straight. There's probably a much easier way. You're making owl doorstops while you watch me, Claire. Well, I wish I knew how to make them things. They're so cute. Okay. So that is pretty much what it looks like. So now I'm going to do the other side. Now there's got to be an easier way to glue them down. I lie them all flat for a minute while I just crease and make them all do what I want them to. And then, oh hang on, let me get me SpongeBob. I made a mess. And the trouble is, I've only just put a nice clean fresh piece of index paper, of grid paper, and I don't want to have to put a new piece. So out comes SpongeBob. Thanking you very much, Claire. So what I'm thinking I can do this time is straighten them all out like that, right? Now then, if I glue that on there, I think that'll work. Famous last words. Let's have a go. So, can you see what I'm doing? Sorry. So, I've literally folded it flat. And then, I'm going to fold that over and glue it down. And then, hopefully, when I pick it up, ta-da! Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Right, so the sides are a bit weird. So I think I'm going to have to trim them off. So go with the one from before. Although I only did the front, the first two, but that one is a little weird. I know what I could do actually. If I trim it there and then fold it backwards, will it still fold? Yes, it will. So I'm just going to glue this one like that, but then I'm going to push it down to glue it. Obviously get glue everywhere because that's just what I do. Like that. That looks neater. There we go. That will do nicely. Right, so it's got to fold that way to go in the envelope because it doesn't like folding the other way. Right, okay, so mushroom house. We are going to put said house. Should we put the house on the front? Oh, hang on, trees flying everywhere. So then we'll put that house up there. Because I wanted to put... This would make a very cute new home card, wouldn't it? Don't you think? See, I can't even zoom out. It's not... Yeah. So I am going to put a bit of DSP behind this bit. Because I think they need it. Or should I put their home just there? Yes, I think I'll do that. So their home's going to go there. They're going to come off for now because I'm going to put DSP on here. But I think I'll glue this down. Let's just go with it. Just go with it. Bit of liquid glue. Like that. And then this one, is it going to go there or there? It's going to go there. Little bit of glue, not too much glue, causes a riot. So So there we go. So nothing's going to stick out too far to fit in the envelope either. Although saying that, you may need to make a custom envelope for this because it's 18 centimeters wide. Okay, so that's that. And right, we've got a few trees that need sticking together, so let's just put them together. So fine tip glue, the bottle needs a wash because I still managed to get glue everywhere. Come on. Oh my goodness, it doesn't want to come out. I think it's blocked. I haven't used it in a while because I took it downstairs. I can't remember why I took it downstairs. Yeah, Claire, I have got 2 nails missing now. These have lasted since last weekend at Jessica's wedding. They were like these. Look at this hand. This hand's beautiful. This hand, not so much. So I will be sorting them out tomorrow. No shame. Came on with horrible nails. Oh, it is coming out now a bit. Actually, it's probably a good thing it's not coming out very fast. Right. Okay, so we can stick that. I love the fact these are 2 layers. Just gives them, I love dimension on these things. Like that. See? It's so cute. If I could just not get covered in glue every time I do one though, that would be great. The other thing you could do is get your silicone mat. Now, I know the lovely Ellie likes to put the blobs on her hand, but my skin won't like that today, I don't think. So this time I'm going to do it on here with the reverse tweezers and then pop it on. Oh, that's even quicker than blobbing it with the fine thingy in it. As long as I get the edges, it should stick. And I purposely did like different shades of the DSP, different parts of it. So I've got blues and greens. Right, there's that one, that one. So that's that one as well. Don't know if we're going to need all of these trees, but you know, you never know, you never know. Right, a bit more glue. There we go, that's that one. Trying to find them now. All hiding in amongst the gnomes. Right, that's that one. Oh, I just broke it, but it's okay because you'll never know once I glue it on there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. There we go. Right, so then we've got some other ones. I've got another small tree and another big tree if I need them, but we'll see. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll put the trees and that on first, and then put my little people on in a jiffy. So these are going to go on this side of the card. So stick that one there. What is that? What is a piece of red sparkly something? Then we are going to take another big one, I think. Put it there. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to take a tall tree and we're going to place it behind, like so. And then we've got these I bet you could, like, I don't know, make some sort of little tiny... And there's a little tiny leaf in Cheerful Basket Dies. I think they would look pretty cool. I don't want too many of the same. Might put that one there. I did think about cutting some white cardstock of these and sort of reinforcing them. But this will probably be a card I hand deliver, so it's not so bad. But if it was going through the post, I'd want them to be a little bit more sturdy. I could do with some like anti-back wipes or something. Ugh. Ughy fingers. Right, so we're going to have some smaller trees now. So I'm going to cut these smaller because I don't need to be having loads. So that like that. I'm just going to randomly put one in the middle, like so. And maybe this one. Slightly taller behind it, like that, and then maybe a little tree just here, and a little tree over here, and like that. Right, okay, so we have some, let me just get all my little gnomes together. Right, this is where your pick tool comes in handy, because you have the sticky end. So we have a fox, we have quite a number of gnomes, and lots of mushrooms. I love mushrooms, or toadstools, or fungi, whatever you want to call them. So these ones are all from the these are all DSP. I sat for a little while, watched something on YouTube while I just trimmed out some. It's quite therapeutic, really. I've got to say, I never used to like fussy cutting. Now I've been told I can do it on my Silhouette Cameo machine, but I'm yet to even try. So I mean, I've even got a little teeny weeny tiny ones. Oh, another fox and another gnome. Right, so we have another mushroom. So moving the trees out of the way, because I think we have enough trees now. Oh, actually, what we could do is put one of our trees. Should we put a little tree? No, I'm not going to cover that because it won't look right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to decide where these little friends are going to go. So Mr. Deer can go there. Oh, actually, he should be a bit closer, shouldn't he? So I think he should go just there. And then we've got a fox that could go by the tree, and a gnome with his hat on. He could go I can't decide where to put things. Put him there. This little lady's a bit bigger, so she's gonna go here, like she's sorting out that I think I've lost a reindeer. I'm sure I cut out another two, like a stag, and yeah, I know what I mean. And we're going to put this one just here, although he's the biggest one, isn't he? Yeah, so he's going to go there because he's the biggest. he can go over here and she can go over there. So I've got a little bit of a family thing going on here. I actually think I might move that one to just under the tree there, like that. Oh, do you love it, Shaz? I love it. I just love... Oh! Attack of the killer heavy doodle tape. It just fell off the shelf. Don't know why. Not entirely sure what happened. Right, so I'm going to glue these down, and then I'm going to then go on to my mushrooms. So you don't need much glue for these, for them to stick. Being careful because my trees will still be slightly sticky. So a couple of little dots on that one. Little fox. Mr. Nomi. Just randomly there, just because he can and because he will. Mr. Reindeer. Think we just turn that a little bit. I might put it a little bit higher up there. Hi, Raylene. Well, you're welcome, Raylene. Although this is mostly the DSP at the moment. I did put the picture on, but I have made, these are ones I've stamped and coloured. And that's one that I have, I used the dies to cut out my gnome and used some DSP from that's from the Rings of Love as well, which I have. I've got another pack of that paper coming as well because, you know, why not? Right, let's get the shrooms on now because I think, did I glue everybody? I don't think I glued that fox, did I? Although there was a little bit of glue on my tree, so that probably would have done. But never mind, it's fine. It looks like he's cuddling something. I'm not entirely sure what, but he looks like he is anyway. So, Mr. Nomi, by the tree. And, right, we've got some bigger shrooms. So, let's get these on. Like so. And then put a slightly smaller one next. Oh, behave yourself. Next to it like so, I think. Like that. Then we'll have some just do a lot of umming and ahhing while I'm, you know, creating things. I think we'll have that coming in from the side. Oh, if it would stick. There we go. And then put a teeny tiny one. I'm just going to turn it so that I've got my like that. Then I think we need some more toady stalls over here somewhere, so maybe there. And then maybe Sorry, I've gone quiet now because I'm concentrating. It's not doing what I want it to. Move. Move over. Like so. And then I've got, I think we'll just, going to stand it up a second, guys, while I stick this on, because you will see sort of the back and whatever when it's standing up. I'm just checking if I need anything else putting on there. Okay, so I am going to put, oh, wrong side. Just wipe that off because, you know, it'll get stuck. Okay. And then maybe, or should we put it behind there? No, I don't like it. What about behind there? No, I don't like it. Take it away. Oh dear, I do amuse myself sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to pop it this way a second because I would like to put this shroom I was trying to work out where to put it, but it looks like the same colour as the house, so there's no point in putting it where I was gonna because it won't look right. So we're going to pop it there next to Mr. Red Hat Nomi, like so. Now then, is there any, I don't think I need those. I think we need just a couple more here and here, and I think that will probably do ski. No, we don't need it. Oh, it wants to be on there though, it just flew back in. Did you see that? Okay, good morning Vicky, how are you? Right, so a little bit on there. Little bit, Wendy. Little being the operative word. Right, so like that. Now I'm liking that. I think that will do nicely. I'm just wondering whether to just pop that behind there. I'm going to do it. Just do it, Wendy. Just do it. It's not going to hurt, is it? Like that, and it will sturdy up my little house a little bit. Okay, so we need a piece of DSP for the front now, so I'm just going to have a look and see what I've got left. So I wonder, hold that thought while I just check my papers. Because I mean, how cute is that? I am loving it. It's not very wintry, and the backs of the gnomes papers, I've got to say, are very wintry. So I don't really want winter. So talk amongst yourselves while I'm searching through. The only other thing we could do is to blend on a piece of cardstock I'm getting the feeling that might be what we're going to do. So I am just going to grab a piece of cardstock and I'm going to cut it, because the front panel is 16, no, so I want 13 and a half because it's 14 wide. And I think, was it, where's my little book? 4 centimeters, so I want this to be 3.5, like so. Yeah, I don't know if the toadstool paper is, the toadstools are going to be too big to go there, I think. So I think to keep it in keeping, if I just blend on the green, because we're going to cover it mostly with our 2 gnomies and our oh, Anne's just come back from putting another log on the fire. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's too warm here for a fire. We've got the windows open. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't switch my fan on. Excuse me a second, because I am slightly melting. So I'm going to grab my green that I've already got on here. No, that's blue. That was pretty random, wasn't it? Okay, what green's on here? I think this is my Tahitian Tide, and I'm just going to use what's on my blending brush. Like so. And then we are going to be having our 2 gnomes on there like that. Oh, actually, the man should be at the back and the lady at the front. And then we could have a little sentiment here. So, where's my gnome stamp set? Oh, there it is. Kindest gnomes. Okay, so what have we got? We've got, you know me so well, your kindness does not go unnoticed, warm wishes. I think we're going to go with you know me so well. Does anyone else get a song in their head when you look at that? I certainly do. I could have a little border around it actually, but that's going to be a long sentiment, isn't it? So do we have one that's going to fit in there? I don't want Merry Christmas, do I? There we go, we're going with that then, aren't we? Yes, we are. Right, what colour shall we stamp it in? Let's have a look at our board. I think Night of Navy would look good on that. Oh, Starry Sky. Oh, yes. Nope, that's Orchid Oasis. Nope, that's Sweet Sorbet. Can't wait to get the full set of ink pads. Anyway, back to normality and all that. I'm just going to pop that on there. If I remember rightly, I overjuiced my ink pad. Oh no, looks good. Looks good, looks good, looks good. Okay. Okay, right, so I'm going to stamp this on here. Just like that, but preferably straight, because that is not straight. I'm going to have to do it again. Sorry guys, let's just do that again. Okay, 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 okay. So I'm just going to check it on my... So there is... If you... sometimes in manufacturing, the stamp doesn't go directly straight onto your onto the rubber. So when you put your sticker on, sometimes they're not quite lined up. So the best way to check it is to use your grid paper, or if you haven't got grid paper, just draw a line and then just line it up as best you can, and it will tell you if it's straight or whether you need to just move it slightly one way. See, that's better. Right, so move that out of the way because I need to clean that before we put it away. And then I'm going to measure this, and then I'm going to cut my little piece of white card to the right size. So this little box, I think this was cut, and actually I'm pretty sure it was. It was cut with layering no, not layering diorama dies, layering stitched rectangle dies. Oh dear. Right, this is just over, it's like 2.2 centimeters. So it's yeah, by 7 and a smidge, 7 and a 3. So I need to cut this to, I'm just going to trim off the ends and see how we go, if I'm honest, because, right, oh, let's get that off there. Right, so 7, 3, so it would be 7 minus 5, like that. And then that way it is 2.2, so I need 1.7. Is that right? I don't know. It looks right to me. Hang on, that's not straight. That's better. Right, so then that is going to go on there. I'm sorry, that was a bit of a fiddly whiddle, wasn't it? Okay, it looks a bit wonky, like it's not in the right place. So I'm going to take my blending brush, and this is how you can make it not look quite so not central. Well, that's my idea anyway. Right, and we're going to get some gems out in a minute as well. Not in a middle. In a minute. Right, my glue's top's gone a bit sticky because I've left it open again. Right, there we go. Oh. See, blobbing everywhere, man. Blobbing everywhere. Okay. So I have a choice of two. I think we're going to use, I haven't used these yet, Fine Sparkle Adhesive Back Gems, but they've got like, I don't know, oh, they've got like a criss-cross kind of pattern on the top of them. So let's get them out and we'll have a look. And I might need to like share some. Right, let's glue our gnomes on here, and then oh no, we're going to glue this down first, aren't we? So we're going to get this like this, and we're going to just do that. And we're going to get a piece of scrap paper out of my bin, or scrap plastic, whatever, and just take that gloopy bit off the end of my glue, because that's just not nice. Then we're going to take this and we're going to pop it on there, and that's not measured properly, but you know, it's alright. It's breaking up the whole panel of just white. You could put DSP along the front, down the sides, you know, whatever you want to do. It's your card. Right, then I'm going to pop, I'm not going to use any dimensionals on these, because normally I would stick my sentiments on dimensionals. But to be fair, I think there's enough dimension in the card already. So, gentleman on the back, like so. Lady on the front, like that. It's like, welcome to my village. Woohoo! Right, some sparkles now. I think we need some, definitely need some sparkles. So on this bit here, I think it needs maybe a few. So I'm going to pop that one just there, and that one just, I don't know, there. And then maybe, oh, another one over here. Oh, these gems are beautiful. You can't really get the gist of these on the screen, got to say. There isn't really anywhere to put them, so I'm just going to randomly put them. I'm going to put a blue one in the sky as well, I think. Maybe 1 or 2 or 3. Just because, you know, why not? Innit? And I think we're going to have another green one because I think it looks a bit odd without it. I'm going to put it on the tree. Or will it look odd if I put it in the tree? I don't know. There we go. Anyway, that will do very nicely. So I will write up all the dimensions for this. I will measure and measure again. I was going to use these, but I just don't think they're really nice, but I don't think they really go with the watercolour effect on the card. So let me try and get it so you can see the whole card in the picture. So there we go, guys. Who fancies a bit of Wink of Stella? Just going to do the windows there. A bit messy windows there, like, but... And then maybe just a little bit on their hats, on the sides, maybe. And a bit across the roof there, and a window. Oh, no, this little old lady's hair, because she's got sparkly grey hair. Reindeer's antlers, just because you can, and his belly. This fox is definitely cuddling a teddy bear or something, I reckon. And then these two down here. Thank you, Louise. I aim to please, you know this. Okay, I have a couple of videos to record that I've already planned. I just actually need the time to do it, and I think while we're poorly and I'm stuck in the house, because this is not a nice bug, I do not want to share it with anybody. I don't think me and Elsie have got the worst of it yet, because Aaliyah was quite poorly with hers. Although, still praying it doesn't get any worse, you know, as you do. Sorry, my sky needs a bit of sparkle, so do that. There we go. Oh, thank you, everybody. I love, this is my passion. This, making things like this. And the DSP for the gnomes is absolutely gorgeous. And it was just crying for me to cut it out and put it all on a card. And then it still folds flat. I think I will have to make its own envelope, but do you know what? If you're hand giving it and you're not posting it, there's just no reason. And for somebody special, your kindness does not go unnoticed. I'm pretty sure that they will love the fact that you've spent a bit extra on postage. So there we go, guys. I am going to put on a date for my next class, which is going to be shaker cards, and it will be at least 2 different sorts of shaker card. So I say different sorts, but they are shaker cards, but the one doesn't shake so much. It's more of a window with pretties in it. But you'll know what I mean. Your steps. Anne Garthwaite says, I love gnomes too. My stepson's name is Jerome. So there we go. So yeah, so it'll be a Friday. It might be next Friday if I get enough interest. Otherwise, it'll be the following Friday. So anyway, let me know if you fancy the class and I can set a date. I have just about finished recording my last class as a video because I wasn't confident enough to do it while I was teaching the class, but then I got poorly, and yeah. So next time I will make sure that I record the class and we can share it all then. Right, there we go. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will be putting pictures up of this shortly because the colour on the screen isn't quite showing the colour I'm seeing on my table. Vicky says, love it, my nana had gnomes. See, I'm not a lover of the, I don't know, I do like gnomes, I just don't like the traditional plasticky gnomes, if you know what I mean. But yeah, you can buy naked gnomes now as well, which my children found absolutely hilarious. So there we go. So if you are interested in a class, or if you would like a catalogue, I am going to put a folder up on my page of retired items that I have for sale, but I can only post within the UK. But I will put a post up anyway of those bits and pieces. And I think that's it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later.